Welcome back to my channel. Today for a first impressions video on the Hasselblad 90V lens, which has just come out. I bought mine in September 2022. That's more than a year ago, but I received it yesterday. That was a long wait, but is it worth the wait then? Well, let's get into it. Spoiler alert, I think this lens from Hasselblad is probably one of the best lenses they have ever created, both with regard to its optical qualities and the functionality that it has. So there's a lot of things to like about this lens. I like the focus clutch here, where you can switch between. Now it's in manual focus, so you actually see the focus setting on the lens, and now it's in automatic. I can still turn the focus ring and have manual focus override, so that's a nice feature. Then the lens also has a control ring, which is the innermost ring, this one here, and that has two settings here. It's either clickable or non-clickable. As it is right now, it has clicks, and as I have set it to control the aperture, it's very nice that you can actually feel the aperture clicks, the aperture stops clicking. So it's a very nice feature, but it can do other things, so you just have to choose. It's also set things like ISO. But I love to have this like on old lenses where you usually had the aperture ring on the lens, and like it is on my Fuji cameras, I have the aperture ring on my lens, so I love to have this feature now from Hasselblad also. And now a few images shot with the new lens outside our Christmas lights, and on the inside some of our decorations. These faces were recognized by the new firmware from Hasselblad using this nice lens. Also on the Buddha with his nice Christmas hat. And we also have some flowers for Christmas here. With regards to its build quality, it's a sturdy piece of metal. And even the lens hood here also made of very sturdy material. The only thing that's not so sturdy is the plastic lens cover, but I think that's quite normal. But anyway, it's high quality, so I find it very nice. This is the lens as it is without the lens shade. Not very big either for a 90mm, and its optical qualities are just perfect. But let's look at some more images where you can see the optical quality of this lens. Let's first look at vignetting at f2.5. Here I'm changing between corrected and uncorrected images. As you can see, there's a clear difference between the two. But now let's go in and look at the center sharpness. Here at the left 2.5 and at the right f8. f8 is just a tad sharper, but it's not very much. But if we look at f16, we can see that the diffraction already is setting in here, and f2.5 is much sharper. And if we go to the extreme, f32, we can see that it's a very soft image, so quite unusable. So let's move to the corner then and see how it looks here. f2.5 at the left and f8 much sharper to the right. A very good performance here. And if we look at f16 again, well, here f16 is sharper than f2.5, so f2.5 is not that biting sharp in the corners. f32 is really unsharp, so f2.5 it's much better here. So what do I like about this lens? Well, it is very sharp, although I did find some small peculiarities, and f32 is unusable on it, but apart from that, it's a very sharp lens. And I didn't find any visible distortion and no chromatic aberration either. And we saw a little bit of flaring, but it's not very disturbing. I like that it goes to 1/4000th of a second on the leaf shutter, so you can use flash at this time as this setting. And the implementation of the rings on it is very nice, both the manual focus ring and also the control ring with its multiple functions. And I do like that it's pretty small for its medium format functionality. Of course, there are a few things. We've seen there's a slight loss of contrast in direct sunlight, but it's not very much. And it has a bit of vignetting at f2.5, but it disappears as soon as you stop it down, so it's very good in this respect. And for me, of course, the time from announcement to release, that was quite disturbing, that I had to wait more than a year. But if you buy it now, that's not a problem of yours. For me, this 90mm completes my travel setup. I now have the 28mm lens, which is also a very compact and very lightweight lens. And I have the 45mm P lens, which is very compact also. And then I got this 90mm, which completes the setup, so I have a decent amount of focal range. And this one is I use for landscapes. I also use it for portraits when I'm shooting in foreign countries. I shoot a lot of portraits of the locals, and this is just perfect for this purpose. It's very fast focusing, so it helps quite a lot when you are doing portraits. Very nice feature. And with the new firmware in the Hasselblad XCD camera, you also have face recognition, so you actually very easily get to focus on the faces of the people or the guy in your image. So that's a very nice feature. But I also use 90mm for a lot of landscape work, so it's perfect for me to have this set up from a pretty wide angle. 28 is like 24-ish on a full frame camera, and this is around 65 or something like that on a full frame camera. So very nice to have this focal range. I usually don't use very much outside this range, and if I have to, well, because of the 100 megapixel of the camera, I can crop in quite a lot before I start to lose some image quality. Of course, I'll lose it compared to 100 megapixel, but I usually don't need 100 megapixels. I'd say that somewhere between 24 and 50, that's fine for me. And you can crop in quite a lot on a 100 megapixel image before you get to 24 megapixels. If I use it in images for a book or for a lecture, I actually might not even use 24 megapixels, 16 would be enough, as I've also explained in one of my other videos here recently on the Fuji X-E1 camera. But a lovely lens and very nice to use. So I hope you liked this short preview on the lens. I received it yesterday, so of course I haven't done very much with it yet, taken a few images as you've seen, but I'll do a thorough testing of it during the next month and probably bring it out for travels as well. And then later on I'll do an in-depth review, sort of a long-term review. But if you like this review, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button so you can get more videos from me, and others also can get to my videos. So thank you very much for this time, and bye for now.